Hey, hi, hello, my name is dis.cat. This is Project Hardcover, where we're letting books be the escape. Hello, lovelies, and today I'm going to be doing my top 15 most anticipated books of 2015. And yes, I am still in the same Stilinski sweater, which is amazing, if I do say so myself, and we are still in the same angle because, again, my laptop is still being stupid, and I really just wanted to get these videos done because I'm so behind on videos, so please excuse the hot mess that this video will most likely be. But anywho, there are a lot of books that I am anticipating in 2015, so let's just hurry up and get started. I can't go into too much detail about any of these books really because most of them are sequels, but I will do my best. The first book that I cannot wait to get my hands on in 2015 is Please Remain Calm by Courtney Summers, which is the sequel to her book This Is Not a Test, and it comes out January 20th. This Is Not a Test was a zombie apocalypse novel, and those can really get iffy. They can either be really good or really bad depending on how it goes, but This Is Not a Test was very, very different. Reason being that the main character in This Is Not a Test did not want to survive the zombie apocalypse. That's right, the entire time she basically spends trying to figure out how to get away from her little group of survivors so that she can get killed. I can't exactly explain why she wants this without spoiling things, but it was just a completely different direction that I had not seen zombie apocalypse novels take before, and it definitely made the story more interesting. And I was totally anticipating This Is Not a Test to be a standalone, so when I found out that there was going to be a sequel, I was just super excited, and I cannot wait to read more about this character. I definitely think that it's just going to get more just interesting and intriguing, and it's just, I'm really excited. The second release that I am super excited for is Half the World, which is the sequel to the Shattered Sea series by Joe Abercrombie. The first book is Half a King, and this book comes out February 12th. So I received an ARC of Half a King this year, and I read it, and it was fantastic. Which is saying something coming from me because I don't generally like high fantasy, but this high fantasy was definitely just so much easier to grasp than so much of the other high fantasy that I have tried reading. It was definitely a lot smaller, which made it a lot more easily digested, and it followed a very interesting character, wonderful storyline, wonderful characters overall. It was just really great. I thought it was just going to be a little epic fantasy standalone, which I also thought was just going to be incredibly different and unique, but no, it turns out it's going to be part of a series. And so when I heard that the second book was coming out, I was just so excited. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. My next anticipated read is also the sequel to an ARC I read this year. This one is Stone in the Sky, which is the sequel to Tin Star by Cecil Castellucci. And this book comes out February 24th. Yes, I received an ARC for Tin Star this year, and I read it this year, and while I had a few issues with it, I enjoyed it overall and really did believe that it could just become so much better, only had room to grow, and was only going to improve. So I am definitely excited to get my hands on this sci-fi sequel. I really want to see how much better this series is going to get. My next anticipated read, I believe, is a standalone, and it is A Wicked Thing by Rhiannon Thomas, and it comes out February 24th. So as I mentioned before, I'm pretty sure that this book is a fantasy standalone. It is a dark retelling of the Sleeping Beauty fairy tale. And let me just tell you, I am all about dark, gritty retellings of fairy tales and myths. They're like my fave. And this one has been getting really high ratings on Goodreads, so I am just really excited to get my hands on this. My next anticipated release is Mosquito Land by David Arnold, which comes out March 3rd. I'm pretty sure that this is a contemporary standalone. Go figure, standalone contemporaries. But anywho, I read a snippet of this book on Goodreads, and the writing just had me hooked. It was absolutely beautiful. Don't know an awful lot about the premise, I just know that the writing is fantastic and I need this book in my life. His next anticipated read is one of my most anticipated of 2015, and it is The Shadows, which is the 13th book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series by J.R. Ward, and it comes out March 31st. So it's no secret that I love J.R. Ward and I love this series. And the last book in the series, The King, was phenomenal, and it left off in such an incredibly just intriguing place and kind of a cliffhanger, kind of not, and I am just desperate to know what happens to these characters. I love these characters. They are my little babies and I want to see what happens to them. I want to see them be happy and get all of their dreams to come true. So I cannot wait. I need this book in my hands like weeks ago. I need this book. Like, it needs to be March. This next anticipated read also comes out on March 31st, and it is The Wicked Will Rise, which is the second book in the Dorothy Must Die series by Danielle Page. I read Dorothy Must Die earlier this year, and I really liked it. Again, I really have a thing about the dark, gritty retellings of fairy tales and stories, and this one was just done really well, and it was really good, really just gripping and interesting, and I cannot wait to see where this series goes. This next release is also one that I just cannot wait for, and it is Lair of Dreams, which is book 2 in the Diviners series by Libba Bray, and it comes out infuriatingly in April 14th, and it's too far. I need this book right now. I read The Diviners in October for Halloween, and it was so good, and I need to know what happens to these characters. I need to know what happens with Evie and Sam, and I need this book. I need this book. My next anticipated read is The Night We Said Yes by Lauren Gabaldi, which comes out June 16th. This is a contemporary novel, and it was written by my local library's librarian. And the entire book takes place in my hometown of Orlando, and it's just about teenagers trying to get through life living here, and it sounds really awesome. I love when books take place in my hometown because I know what everything is and I know what they're talking about, and it's just really, really fun. And I've had friends who've already read ARCs for it and they say that it's really, really good, so I really can't wait to get my hands on this book. My next anticipated read is Another Day, which is the sequel to Every Day by David Levithan, and this book comes out August 25th. I read Every Day in 2014 and I really enjoyed it, but like most people, I wasn't too keen on the ending. But then we found out that there was gonna be a sequel, and it was like a light at the end of the tunnel, so I am super excited to get the sequel to this book, because where Every Day left off was really kind of still gripping and interesting and a little scary, so I really want to know how this entire story wraps up nice and neatly, or if it does wrap up nice and neatly, who knows? The rest of the books on this list of anticipated releases are just like the ones that I need, so please forgive me if I go off on tangents about how much I need these books or I'm going to explode, because I need these books or I'm going to explode. The first of these being The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness, which comes out August 28th. So as we all know here on dis.cat's channel, Patrick Ness is one of my all-time favorite authors. I've read everything he's ever written, and I love everything he's ever written, so of course I need this new book. Granted, I know nothing about this new book, But then again, I don't need to. All I know is it's by Patrick Ness. That's all I need. That's all anyone needs. This next book doesn't even have a title yet, but it doesn't matter. I still need it like I need air, and it is the third and final book in the Fifth Wave trilogy by Rick Yancey, and all we know is that it's supposed to come out in August. We don't know when, but August is what they're telling us, and I need this. I need this so bad. I need to know what happens with Cassie and Evan and Ben and Ringer, and just, I need to know how the story ends. I need to know. It's eating me away inside. The next super duper need book of 2015 is Standoff by Andrew Smith, which is the sequel to Winger, and it is supposed to come out sometime in September, and I need this. I need it. If you guys watched my top 14 from 2014 video, which I will link right here, high five, high five, you guys know that Winger is one of my all-time favorite contemporary novels ever. So when I heard that there was going to be a sequel, I about lost my damn mind. It's not a companion novel or, you know, like a side story that just happens to take place in the same universe. No, it's a sequel. We're still gonna talk about Ryan Dean West and follow his story, and it's just gonna be so amazing, and I need it. I need it now. Like, right now. Just grab your hands. This next release, I'm still debating whether or not I want to fully believe it's a thing, but I am hoping and praying with everything in me that it's a thing, and it is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, and it is supposedly supposed to come out October 6th. So for those of you who don't know, Carry On was the fan fiction story that Kath from Fangirl was writing in the book Fangirl. And it has been going around on the interwebs that Rainbow Rowell is actually going to write this fanfiction. And just... people, this is basically, because the Simon Snow characters are really based on Harry Potter from the Harry Potter series in Fangirl, it's basically Draco Malfoy and Harry Potter fanfiction that is gonna be published and written by Rainbow Rowell. Guys, it's basically Harry Potter fanfiction that's going to be written by Rainbow Rowell. If you don't want that in your life, we can't be friends, cause just, oh my god, just thinking about it. Harry Potter fanfiction written by Rainbow Rowell. That's just, what? I can't word, like, please, just please, I need this to be a thing. I need this to be a thing, and I need it, like now. Like now, I need it. And then my last official, oh no, air quotes, my last official, most anticipated book of 2015, and it is by far the most anticipated book of 2015. And there's no cover, there's no title, there's no release date, there's nothing. There's nothing. Like, I'm dying. There's nothing. Anywho, it is the fourth book in the Raven Cycle Quartet by Maggie Stiefvater. People, I am obsessed with these books. Again, if you watched my top 14 from 2014 video, you will understand how much these books have taken over my life. And just, I need this fourth book. And Maggie Stiefvater is evil. She keeps tormenting us. For those of you who've read the books, you know what's, like, supposed to happen. You know what's supposed to happen. And she keeps tormenting us about it. And we're just like, Maggie, please. Maggie, please. 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 Please don't. Don't do the thing, Maggie. Don't do the thing. And she's just like, oh no, I'm going to do the thing. And you're all going to sob hysterically. And we're all just like, and it's just, oh, I need this book. At the very least, I need a cover and a release date and a name. I need something tangible that I can hold on to and dream about at night. I need something. Maggie, please, help me. Please, I love you. Help me, please. I need it. So that's it. Those are my official most anticipated books of 2015. And what do I mean by official? Because we all know what official in air quotes means. That means that there's some asterisk thing that you're going to talk about. So yes, I'm just going to talk about that now. So if you guys have been paying attention to my channel, you have seen me mention quite a few times a little tome by the name of Bridge of Clay that is being written by the love of my literature life, Marcus Zusak. This book was supposed to be released in the winter of 2011. People, we are now officially in 2015, and he's still not done writing it. It's just... some people just want to watch the world burn, and apparently Marcus Zusak is one of those people. So yes, I've decided to tack this book on to this anticipated list in the hopes that he will finish it and it will get edited and finalized and everything, and maybe, hopefully, we will have it by the end of this year. Those are my hopes and dreams. I'm sure that they're going to be shattered, but still, I like to remain at least somewhat optimistic. So that's it. Those are all of the books that I cannot wait for in 2015. If you guys just absolutely cannot wait for any of these books either, tell me down below and we will just try and pass this anguishing time together. Does anything make waiting for books that much easier? Anything? I don't know anything. If you guys can think of anything, also leave that down below. As always, thanks you guys for watching. I will see you next time, and remember, books are the escape.